Hello, I pray that you are well today. We are looking in Proverbs chapter 20, 5 verses. Verse 22, do not say, I'll pay you back for this wrong. Wait for the Lord, and he will avenge you. It's a common response that if somebody calls us a name, we want to call them a name. If someone hurts us, we want to hurt them. If we feel a desire in our sinful nature for revenge, to get back, to pay back a wrong, God says, don't say, I will pay you back for this wrong. Instead, wait for the Lord and he will avenge you. God knows the economy. He knows how people have treated us. We don't need to take that matter into our own hands. We give it over to God. Even as Jesus said on the cross, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. There are things that happen to us in our life that are hurtful, are cruel, are unkind, are painful. But trying to even the score, so to speak, or trying to pay back is not what God says. Instead, he says to us, he will avenge. He will be the one ultimately responsible. Number 2, verse 19. A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. A gossip betrays a confidence. Have you ever had a secret told about you? Told to other people, even though you asked, please keep this in confidence, and then someone else says it and it hurts you? It says, a gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. With an abundance of words, things can be said that are hurtful and harmful, and therefore a discipline of words is what God is asking for us. Number 3, it's no good. It's no good, says the buyer. Then goes off and boasts about the purchase. You've all had that, right? Where you might be selling something, or you might be trying to get an accurate picture of the cost of something, and you get a lack of clarity. The person talking to you says, it's no good, says the one who's buying it. And then when they purchase it, they boast, what a great deal I got. Goes off and boasts about the purchase. You know what God says to us? Let your yes be yes and your no, no. Be honest. Be honest with finances. Be honest with words. Be honest with your life. Be honest. Because God blesses that humility. He says very clearly, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Number 4, the purposes of a person's heart are deep waters. The one who has insight draws them out. Why do you do what you do? Why does anyone do what they do? What's the motivation? What's the reason? What is the purpose? What is the understanding? There is much wisdom to finding out the answer to the question, why? Why is that important to you? Why is it significant to you? Why is it beneficial to you? Why does it matter to you? What's the underlying conversation, the history, the aspiration? So God says, the purposes of a person's heart are deep waters. Let me ask you, why do you do what you do? Why do you have the job that you have? Why are you in the relationships that you're in? Why are you generous in the way you're generous? Why do you spend the time you do? Why do you do so? The one who has insight draws them out. And then there is chapter 20, verse 1. Wine is a mocker, and beer a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. Wine is a mocker, beer is a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. I ask you a question about alcohol. Alcohol is not sin. The abuse of alcohol is sin. Do you know people who drink too much? And sometimes there are two kinds, right? The people who drink too much, there's angry drunks who get brawler, as it says, a brawler or a mocker, and you see people who make decisions and do things and become angry and get people involved in fights and all kinds of things, or there's a sleeping drunk, someone who drinks themselves to sleep and really candidly is drinking their life away. Maybe they have pain in their life, maybe they are addicted to it, and now they simply have a pattern of working, coming home, drinking themselves asleep, waking up, doing it all over again. But in fact, it has them in a prison. Wine is a mocker, and beer is a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. I can't tell you the amount of circumstances that I am aware of that have been painful about this topic. Can I say to you as a pastor, if you or if someone that you know is caught in that cycle of alcohol or other substances, please reach out. We'd be happy to try to help, because it does steal life. It takes life away. Wine is a mocker, beer is a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. I could see so many situations that would be completely different had someone not been drunk. I could see so many relationships that would still be intact had somebody not been living a life of alcoholism. I could see so many situations that could be so much different. Now, make no mistake, I'm not suggesting to you that alcohol is sin. What I am saying is that the abuse of alcohol, the scripture uses a language in Ephesians chapter 5, do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. Everybody has a different threshold for drunkenness, but debauchery is when you are unhindered and don't have knowledge about what you're doing. Wisdom